What's going on, guys? Ollie here and welcome back to another video. Today's video has a little bit of a story before we start. Me and Rennsport, I originally, months and months ago, I applied for a code to get access to Rennsport early, and I also sent an email asking, I saw some other content creators around my size, very, very small content creators, such as myself, a very, very small sim racing content creator or a motorsport content creator, that I saw that some other people in the space were getting codes, and so I applied for one myself. I never really got anything back from Rennsport, understandably, I didn't expect to, but even just in the normal applying for codes, as in, like the general public could do, I never got one. But I guess today is my opportunity to see, was it even worth the effort going forward to see if I can apply, see if I can get a code at the time. Was it worth the effort to apply for it? Well, today we're gonna find out. I have installed Rennsport here on the Epic Games launcher. Now quickly, for those who don't know, you might have seen that Rennsport is now open to early access, open beta. So, this is one of two things. One, going to determine whether we purchase Rennsport, because I do believe it's only currently free at the moment. And two, is it any good? Is the open beta any good? This is basically, from my understanding, an R-Factor engine. And if it is an R-Factor engine, well, I don't know. I didn't really like the R-Factor engine because me and the R-Factor game don't really mix either, the R-Factor sim, and I like R-Factor, don't get me wrong, I've played it I'll give it a fair go. I've never actually played it on the channel, but basically what you can do is you can go search, Rennsport up there. It hasn't actually popped up probably because I've already installed it, but then you can go ahead and add it to your library, and we're going to launch it together here, and hopefully we'll get straight into Rennsport. Hopefully it should work straight off the bat with the triples. Hopefully everything will be fine, because this is my determine of whether it is good or a bad game. Does it work immediately with my triples? Does it detect my wheel? It does work immediately with my triples. Okay, right now it's currently, press any key to continue. Oh, and it's detected my wheel. Okay, this is a good start. Oh, god damn it, we're going to create a Rennsport account. So, I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you in a minute. Alright, well, so immediately it's told me that there is force feedback problems with my wheel. So realistically, what I look for when I'm racing a new sim to see if it's something I want to keep racing is, one, does it set up my triples automatically? That's been a good start. It's also made is it windowed full screen? Yes, it is windowed full screen. Is it going to detect my wheel immediately and have a good force feedback setting for me? I'll tweak it I'll always tweak it, but is it something playable right off the bat? Again, we haven't been able to test this yet. And number two, just use my Epic account. I've got a pretty terrible username on my Epic account, but at the same time, it'll work. So we're going to do a time trial. And what tracks do we get? We'll do Fuji. We've got Spa. Circuit de Spa Francorchamps with the F1 pit. And so, apparently you have to select what car you want to drive. And it said, what car do you want to own? But they're here, basically, anyway. So, there's some pretty fast times in here, I guess. I guess we'll just start the time trial. Again, this is more about the driving. The whole thing feels fine at the moment. But, yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest. Oh, no. It's not detected my wheel. My wheel's detected it. And also, what's our camera view like? Oh no. Oh no. I don't like this camera view much at all. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting with my key bindings and force feedback. Oh no. Alright, well, I believe I have... Okay, I set up my wheel. Oh no. It's not gone well. There we go. My wheel is pulling me. Oh no. What in the name? This frame rate isn't great. This is extremely strange force feedback. It's pulling me. Oh dear, this is not good. See if this fixed it. Yeah, really weird. What the? Okay, so this is the worst force feedback I have ever experienced in a game ever. I am so confused. I'll show you what happens. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly show you what happens with my force feedback. Holy, it's done it again. And just for reference, I'm using a Fanatec CSL DD. It's probably, let me quickly show you like what it does, alright? 1 second. Alright, so you're currently looking at my steering wheel. Oh dear. See, this just keeps happening in Rennsport, so I'm going to put my wheel steady, I'm going to let go of it. Oh, and as soon as you give it a little bit of a touch this way, it's just going to keep going, and it's going to lock up. And I've never ever seen this in the, oh my days. And that's full Newton meters they're putting into it right there. Oh my days. For those who don't know, that is really not ideal. Look at this thing. This is undrivable. I've had a look for like 15 minutes at settings and I've changed stuff and nothing changes it. So if you've got a Fanatec CSL DD and it's doing this in Rennsport, this is bad. I think this is almost uninstalled territory. Yeah, Rennsport, you need to fix your game because this is unacceptable. Whoa. Calling this bad would be a genuine compliment. This is atrocious. This is the worst sim I have ever tried. For reference, I showed you exactly what it would do as soon as you turn the wheel slight sort of 45-ish degrees. So if I'm turning the wheel like this much, it's just going to go all the way and lock up. It pulls you. When you're in a straight line, I'm trying to fight it because it's pulling me from this way and that way. It's extremely unnatural. I checked my Fanalab drivers. I checked, I did about 5-6 minutes of driving. As soon as I realized it wasn't working, a lot of that recording I just recorded there was just straight up me trying to work out what the hell. And then I turned off, I paused the recording, I checked some more, and it's bad. I've looked at these settings and nothing fixes it. The gain, everything, the force feedback, strength and minimum force, it should be absolutely zero. I find ACC and Forza Motorsport drivable. There's just weird force feedbacks, and I do not understand. I mean, ACC is quite good. Forza Motorsport, not so much. This is the worst sim or the worst sim racing title you can play, and I'm so sorry, Rennsport, but you need to fix your game. This is, I don't know if people are finding this open beta very good. I'm going to need some help in the comments because maybe we'll be able to recover my thoughts on Rennsport, but at the moment, it's not looking very good. Anyway, guys, this is quite a short video, I guess, and it didn't really take much to see that this game is completely unplayable, and it is a game at the moment. It's honestly just a broken game at this point. Anyway, I apologize to Rennsport. I'm sure you have a good team behind you, and I'm sure you can do quite a bit better because genuinely, if you want to be competing with the iRacings, the ACCs, you know, you've got to do a bit better than that. And unfortunately, you didn't at the moment. But I'm sure on launch day, you'll be able to recover it. I'll play it on launch day. I mean, to be honest, I feel like I need to give Le Mans Ultimate a bit of a go so I can compare it to these newer titles. Is this just a new way of driving with the force feedback going, pulling you to one side? I don't think so. Anyway, first impressions not so great. This is the worst sim racing game I've ever played. But you might have had a completely different experience. Please let me know in the comments. Don't hate on me. This is just straight up what my experience with the game has been like. And Rennsport, again, I do 100% apologise for everything that I've said. But, you know, I've got to be completely honest. You're probably not going to see this video. And, you know, I'm just calling it as I see it. And that's exactly what's happened to me. I'm not other people who might have had a perfectly fine experience, but realistically, your wheels should work immediately. It was going well. The account setup process wasn't too bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't too bad. It was probably a bit longer than I would have liked, but it was fine. It worked on my triples immediately. Sound looked good, but one thing, the in-car camera, not great. I want a further back camera. I want to be able to see my wheel. I want to be able to see the dash. I don't want to just have a number there and race from that angle. It's a fine angle, but, you know, it could be done better. And then I want my force feedback to work, and I want it to be drivable, because at the moment it's really, really not. Those are my two big wishes at the moment, is just a new camera angle and for it to be drivable and give us a good online multiplayer, and perhaps I'll be racing it. Perhaps I won't be, but at the moment, Rennsport is a big, big no-go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Come back next time for more. I'll see you then. Goodbye.
We're the pride of South Australia.